I think my favorite part was the grenade over by the silos where they all exploded. But we are going to get in, and I think we're straight in as well. This is not a knife round. This is a set formation out of spawn, so talk about the buy a little bit. We do have a kit and a smoke on Fallen. No kits, or rather, excuse me, no smokes on the T side, but they're going to lose the first man already. Look at the aggression. You said it. If they could win the pistol, if they could find that aggression toward Ivy. Good flashbang in as well. Down toward the entrance to the A main, and it's going to be Fur to take out Smiths. So Cold pushes Ivy, catches the first kill. Now they go to work. This is a crossfire. What a mess. A Scream does at least hit a headshot on the Taco, trying to flank back in from Pop Dog. But a perfect flash. The one flash they had to work with, and Cold's going to close it as well. Brilliant from SK to start it off.
Yeah, looking absolutely excellent. They're going to be actually using one smoke G2 towards our main entrance, actually towards the 5-track, trying to go out very quickly there indeed. We said there'd be aggression from SK Gaming. They're sticking as a unit towards Ivy, just nailing all the headshots there. Cold 0 of 2, Fallen FNX and Fur chime in as well. And G2 only find one frag in total. That was Scream, who was the last player remaining. So there is going to be a force buy here. G2 didn't get a bomb down, so it means PT50s, Deagles, not getting any utility here. I thought with the PT50 purchase as well, they might get a couple of grenades, but it looks like maybe an inside rush coming in. Good flashbang comes in for the CTs there, but still a lot of work here to do to get the bomb down. Fur opens things up, looking for a few frags, but Scream blows his head off there. Now they've got a chance to get the bomb down.
Goes trying to hold them off in the post plant. Shock's going to try and get aggressive, but he's 1 versus 4. So bomb in for G2. That's job done. That's mission accomplished. Good trigger discipline. May find more than this. Taco goes low but falls and somehow evades a bullet in doing so. Leaves him on 12 HP. It's clever from Shocks. It would have been a tall order. If he had to get the second and maybe got a gun, all right. I'll flirt with the chance, but at that point they were already up toward the defuse.
Well, the B-bomb site, you're normally guaranteed to get the bomb down in that scenario. Obviously, you're going to be up against one player on the lower ramp, players rotating connector as well. If you get the exchange like G2 done, the bomb's going to be going down, and you're not going to be able to buy into the next round, but it means you're secure for the first gun. They can justify a few upgraded pistols here. It's going to be what, Deagles, PT50s, but SK Gaming, we said they should be feared if they get this sort of start. Clean pistol, and then the second gun round as well. They managed to get 4 M4s up, and it's going to be Cold 0 on the UMP. After this first gun round, we know G2 actually going to be limited. It was Smith as well. He actually got head armor and pistol as well. So in terms of the AWP, he might be able to just about to get the glass cannon. I'll have a look and see whether I can work it out. Yeah, he should be able to get glass cannon, but still we could be very limited as we go into that first gun round. That's when we'll probably see those fast rounds coming in from SK. Taka going to light things up though. He gets the first 2 frags, taken down by Scream once again. So the bomb plant should be a possibility once this actually boosts G2's chance going to that first gun round now significantly. They probably won't win the round, but now they get the extra cash to work with.
FNX is going to follow up onto Shocks. So bomb plant's coming aplenty already for G2 on the B site. Like you say, it's a much better place to try and get a bomb plant down, but post plant this time with weapons, not any better than when they just had the pistol. Bomb plants are significant though, as we do build up the lost round bonus to 5 rounds. Yeah, still 400 each time, but if you get the bomb plant down, they can get utility out and potentially buy almost every time when they reach that limit. We're only on 3 right now.
Yeah, so those 2 plants in a row actually helps out a lot. You see Smith's now $6,300. Without that, he would have been struggling to get the AWP out, so that's an extra 800 for him. We'll see the first buy come at this point. I did say, SK Gaming, the first gun rounds are always a little bit exciting. That's when you can throw a curveball in, not let the terrorist team get comfortable. You can push him towards Ivy, fall in with the AWP as well. We said there's a lot of aggression towards the inside area. This is what I want to see from SK to kick things off. We'll see what GT bring to the table as well. A team known for their defaults in this map, trying to work the slow picks. That looks like it'll be the case at the moment. It's a 2-1-2 setup with the bomb still towards T-spawn. RPK looking to get information towards brown holes. But there it is. Inside aggression. We said it was coming. Fallen takes his head off on that lower round berry. At the top of it, no less as well. Fantastic way to kick things off there.
And we saw Fallen push that a lot in the group stages with the AWP. He was relentless at trying to get to the corner with the AWP. Not the back corner that we often talk about either. Body dodging a flash successfully. It's Cold in behind the server. Fallen's going to get away as he's got good position to cover off Ivy alone. He's going to push it as well. Oh, the problem is the flames behind him. 3 HP, bullets coming through. 1 stray, and he's gone. And all he does is push forward to use the smoke to his advantage, and he thinks about going back in the same position, but better still, he's going to swap over the weaponry. 3 HP, he can play an angle with an AWP.
Yeah, just get a one-and-done position, get that kill, fall back. Try and stay alive instead of having to challenge with the M4. That does make sense. He's a secondary AWP for the team, so Fallen will take the M4 off his hands. It looks like Ivy play will be coming in from GT right now, looking for that pick. It's Smiths, though. He's only got the AK-47. We know him to have an AWP on this map, and smoke towards the right-hand side. Maybe going towards backtracks here. That's what they will be doing.
It's going to be a trade out. FNX with 1, but there it is, Cold. You said it, 1 and done with that AWP. He's got 1, and he's not done. He can move back. He can relocate, and he still has potential for more. This Taco's going to take down Shocks. Bomb dropped on the way through in Scream's hands. 4-0 SK. No bomb plant this time for G2, so they're going to be on the cusp. And they're going to have a maximum loss round bonus in the next. If they go for a fast plant, they can get a buy. So do they force into this or do they wait? And here it is. There's the force. They're going to go AKs.
They will indeed force. We did say we wanted to see something a little bit interesting from SK in the first gun run. Fallen delivers, pushing that lower ramp. It is an audacious move, and he blows off the head of RPK. Now they'll be a little bit more cagey going into that position. It's a great message to send things out. We'll go into round number 5 here. 4 AKs, a Khalil. Not the best buy here, and it's going to be called Zero. Once again towards that server area, another default coming in from the French side here. You can see they're much more limited there. They've got 3 smokes this time, 1 Molotov. Scream known to be a bit of a nuisance towards his main entrance position, but let's see whether he can actually find anything at this point. Not so much aggression from the CTs at this point, just going to be holding back, and their own GT will be limited in terms of what they can actually do at the opening picks. Zero, though, on the aggressive side of the server.
That's an interesting position.
It looks like they knew he might have been coming there. They're actually pre-firing that to come under smoke. Maybe know a few of his moves there.
Yeah, and the gap in the smoke, last time there wasn't when he pushed forward to get away from the flames and the Molotov. The gap in the smoke haunts him this time. Falling goes back hunting in the same position with the AWP, but no one there. They've elected to go elsewhere. Take their aggression and the bomb now up in bathrooms over toward potentially B. It's Taco on the corner. One player already by. Shocks as a headshot potential above the box. Taco doesn't end up worse off of it. He goes down to 25, but still alive. That's the crucial part of this because they can't go down 2 men early, especially on a B execution from G2.
They've got 2 smokes and Molotov to work with here. They are going to be committing 5 players to this side of the map. The problem is, Fallen alive, he's actually not rotating. He's towards Ivy, so this is actually looking pretty good for G2. They can get in quickly, but the incendiary, that does slow them down significantly at this point. They're going to have to actually extinguish it and go straight in.
They gotta check this. It's so common that that's not checked that he pops out. It works for 2. His teammate Taco steps back in as he wraps wide of the train, and down they all go. Although Shocks will find 2 in return. It's gonna be Fur and Taco, which will allow the bomb plant. 1 versus 2 for Shocks. As Fur picked up so much damage in that situation. 2 kills for each of the B site. Shocks getting tagged up, down to 3 HP already. He's got to run forward to the site, go aggressive, and in the open, Fallen's going to spot him, and down he goes. Well done, Taco and Fur in the B site alone.
Yeah, Fur on that such low HP as well, just hiding in behind his spool. I thought, okay, 1 kill maybe. You're absolutely right. They didn't seem aware that could be a possibility whatsoever. He finds 2 frags. Taco starts chiming in with 2 of his own, and then Shocks. He does a good job there. Drops down from upper, finds 2 kills in the back, but at that point, it felt like it was too little, too late. G2 do get the bomb down once again, but you can see as soon as he plants his nades, raining down on top of him, and it's going to be the 5-0 coming in. So no AWP so far for G2. We have got another buy. Maximum loss bonus at this point, means you get $3,400 going to the round. They did get the bomb down before as well. It's going to be AKs. Still, in terms of a full buy, it's there, but they're limited in terms of no Molotovs. They have the 5 smokes. We haven't seen too much in terms of set pieces yet, but the double AWP setup now comes in. And this is what we talked about, the 3 players towards that lower round position. Going to be finding RPK once again. There's actually 4 players towards this side of the map. Just Fallen by himself outside. This is what we wanted to see, and they're kicking off in a tremendous fashion here. Round number 6, starting to fall apart already for G2. 4 players in the inside push.
Yeah, that's insane. Without the bomb plants, it's going to be hard pressed to try and buy every single round. Good push in through from Shocks, though. Catches Fallen off guard as he looks away. Nice shot. FNX down at the bottom of the ladder and a smoke to cover off Taco's rotation. Shocks can start to get forward. Slow reactions, though, and Taco he'll find the headshot in return with the M4. Bomb gets dropped as well as Cold lines up with the AWP. Tells Scream where he is. But Scream's going to have to be the man he's known to be and perform that which he is known for, because an AWP against him, he's got to prevail with an AK. Gonna change his angle as well. There's no smoke on that side of the train, and Cold staring it down as a result. Well done, SK again. And they are looking the aggressive CT side that we expected.
Yep, there it is. 4 players on the inside. That's so unorthodox. It's difficult to analyze that one for you. GTs probably just don't know what the hell's going on at that point. RPK, his role within that round is to actually go clear out the brown halls, call that the CTs can't be pushing it. It's normally maybe 1 CT over north at the very back, or flashing in and trying to push for a smoke. It's very difficult to actually hold off 4 players pushing that aggressively. It's like a map you're trying to work slow picks on. So G2 at this point, they are going to be into another eco, and that's a sensational start for SK Gaming, you have to say. There's going to be a partial buy here, but Cold Zera keeping up the aggression towards Ivy this time, looking for that first pick. Flashbang's good, though. He should be going down here. So yes, caught. Smiths gets him. They get the AWP in their possession at least.
Lost track of where he was. Gets caught on the edge of the tunnel. Fur couldn't come to save him because he never got back far enough. He never baited them around the corner.
They haven't picked up the AWP just yet. I think it's surely available.
It should be there. Oh, that's why. Flames. Now they've got it. Yeah. RPK's picked it up, throws it to Smiths.
I want to give it to Shoxy considering his HP. But
yeah, that's what I was thinking, and especially because he doesn't have armor as well. Yeah, there. That's going to be the call, because no armor, no HP. Shox has to be the one to wield it. He's got a Tech 9 as a backup weapon as well, which isn't a bad combination. But they've got to find another kill. FNX putting himself in the outback toward Old Train.
Well, now they've got something to work with here. They still have a smoke and a flashbang as well. I assume they picked up the smoke of the fallen body of Cold Zera there. So at this point, 50 seconds remaining. He can still smoke the left and right hand side of Ivy there. We have one player towards Pop Dog. I think that's Scream. So he'll probably try and show his hand towards that area, pull a rotation, then the teammates can come out towards Ivy. And
the issue right now with what I was going to say with FNX's position, that he's isolated as well. That could be a second gun. So if this goes down to a 3-on-5, if they find this pick and his gun gets picked up, it's game on for G2, especially with the armor in hand. He's got to get the shots in. Manages one only. RPK's going to trade it out. Now the second gun becomes a possibility, but they did lose one in the process. Nice shot from Smiths. Low HP doesn't matter, as the Deagle will prevail. Fallen, he'll come back in. Here's the bomb going down. What a shot! Oh, he takes down Smith. That leaves him open to deny the plant, and suddenly the round falls apart. It is going to be Shox left alive, as he's got the Tech 9, low HP on Fallen, but Fallen's going to hit him regardless. That was an incredible second shot with the USP.
That's absolutely nuts. It looked like G2 had that round. They get the AWP at the start. They find equal trades. They have the man advantage, but then Fallen, he comes to life there in the key situation, finds that kill towards the electric box as well. The USP's drawn. The second shot, like he said, blows him out of the water, denies the plant as well. 10 seconds remaining, then Shoxy can't do anything about it. This is the adjustment, Matt. I said at the beginning, when things get a bit desperate for G2, the double AWP setup comes out. Smiths and Shoxy, definitely formidable, but are they going to go toe-to-toe with the likes of Fallen in the current form we've seen so far? It's 7-0. Got to get something going here. They'll be slowing things right down, trying to stop these aggressive pushes at the start. The double AWP setup suggests that's exactly what they will be doing, holding back and seeing if they can find anything to start. No one really committing to any sort of position here, holding so far back in T-spawn, just trying to stop these initial pushes that have come towards them so far, but SK Gaming aren't having any of it. Going to be playing a default themselves, so well adjusted from them.
So Ferdinand into A main, catch any damage onto Smiths, doesn't quite bounce the right direction. He was already on 89, so he'll stay there. Good year, 89. Better than 88. In my opinion, Henry G. That's just my opinion. Again, they do want to try and continue putting pressure on Ivy. It's important to hold the CTs back inside of the A site, even if you're not winning the duel, but Fallen this time is there with the AWP, smoke back in return, and now we can start to focus on toward A main. No crossfire set up directly on him, but good trade potential inside the site by Hitch with both Fur and Cold. But a slower round, finally. From the CTs, I'm not even talking about the T setting the pace, it's been the CTs that have been aggressive. Tag coming through, RPK down to 23, and Shox has position, though he's waiting for the re-peek. He's trying to let this redress, and that's going to allow RPK to creep forward, because they can't wide peek to see exactly where he's gone, but he, in turn, doesn't know exactly what waits in the site. Now there's a shoulder peek. And surprisingly, they don't capitalize on it, but Taco does back up around the corner, and the low HP on RPK from the first duel does end up haunting him in the end, as Shox still waits but can't find a shot in return.
They still have the AWP towards connector here, so okay, that was a really crucial shot. Shox had found that, they might have had a chance in this round. Still could do something with it, and there's no one connecting at all. Fur finds another shot here, and this is looking devastating. The bomb is planted. Smiths has to do some serious work here. Only finds one kill. Poor old Scream now, 4 versus 1. Certainly a player that can deliver in these situations, but he's got to start hitting shots and can't even do that. The spray doesn't work out for him. Fur finds 3 kills. G2 looking a little bit lost here, I have to say.
And we always talk about it. It's their ability to hit shots that gets them into games. Again here, they get a bomb plant down on the B site, but they miss so many crucial shots. Shox misses the biggest one of all of them, I would say, on the first rotation.
That was actually
Smith
a winnable
misses the one right after that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I would totally agree. Especially if they keep both ops up and keep them at range.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well then, 8-0. Still maximum loss bonus. They're still getting the bomb down, so they get the buys in. They try the double AWP setup last round. Not going to be a possibility going to round number 9. Maybe they just need to throw caution to the wind at this point. Let's try some rushes. Let's get some set pieces off the bat. Get the bomb down, some post-plant situations that are actually possible for us to win. So far, they're getting shut down before they actually commit to a bomb site at all. So it's going to be 8-0. Shoxy trying to get some inside control at this point. Taka does take a little bit of damage, but that's all that will happen here. Very default setup from G2. The bomb is still towards T-spawn. 2 players at Ivy. RPK working the pop dog room, seeing if there is a pick possible for them. Fallen single AWP setup for him. He'll be towards connector for now, watching towards A-main.
Smiths. AK toward Pop Dog, already has left side isolated with the right side wrap. No one in toward help. He confirms that, but he leaves his teammate Smiths to go down. As Fallen had the angle, goes for the re-peek. Doesn't quite land it, but it's toward Pop Dog. He's not hitting the shots. He's getting the information. Thankfully, he's playing a very safe and passive angle. As Shox tries to elevate himself onto the bomb train, he can hear it but can't find it, and this starts to get awkward for Fallen. Now he's got to line up, but Shox is there. Better still with the AK. Fur follows up. Or rather, excuse me, Scream follows up onto Fur. Still though a 2 versus 2 because trades toward the back and old train means that SK's got themselves in a reasonable position. Timing, oh, the spray. Shox can't find it. Smoke gets in front of him, no gap. So he does manage to get away, but Scream goes down behind him, and it's now Shox, 53 HP, Bomb, 27 seconds to go against both Cold and FNX, who have less HP combined than he does. But watch the push right now.
Yeah, Cold Zero coming behind him. This is going to do him in. Not really much you can do about this. Still has, he could have gone in towards inside now. That's not going to be a possibility. He has to commit. Cold Zero comes in. Perfect flank. 9-0 now. SK Gaming running away with this one. It still is a very CT-sided map, but at this point you'd expect at least a couple of rounds to be coming in for G2. I think you're right. Surely a timeout. I guess they're not going to be buying this round. This is actually, yes, the maximum loss bonus does allow you to get $3,400 each round, but after the bomb comes in, you're going to get broken after a couple of those. So I think they have to take a partial buy here. Tech 9s, PD50s, maybe try a set piece. We haven't really seen too much of that at the beginning. They're getting shut down. Every single approach they try the double orbs, they tried the rushes now, they tried the defaults. Not really getting much out of this one. Towards inside we go once again. It's Fallen pushing that lower ramp area. Going to be flashed off, but okay, doesn't matter. Shoxy gets taken down with the aggressive orb once again. 5 versus 4. Hard work done for the CTs now can actually justify falling back.
We're going to go through the smokes. Flashes in. We're a little bit tilted on Body's camera. Glow TV glitch. Perhaps as tilted as G2 should be right now, down 9-0. Bomb dropped inside smoke. Body's going to try and flash back onto it. That's going to blind up FNX in its entirety, but Body takes his time in finding it because he's a little bit skewered for vision as he comes through the smoke himself. Scream can't hit the shot on Defer, and Fallen as Setch will take down Body. He's got the lineup. Scream's still trying, 18 HP, but eventually he will fall. And now with guns coming up, call the timeout. You've got to get at least 4 rounds, in my opinion, on a T-sided train.
I don't think that'll be happening today. No timeout coming in as of yet. So double orb setup. This is where things get even harder for G2, I'd say. Double orbs and train, especially on the CT side, very viable, and especially with this tag team combo, the way they're playing right now, Fallen and Cold Zera. We're going to have 5 AKs for G2. What do they bring to the table here? I would just say, let's just do a set piece straight away. We're not getting any picks here. We're not doing anything when we commit to the bomb site. Let's try and get some smokes down, and we'll see what happens. We have got another push from Cold Zera, though. He's in towards inside upper ramp. Looking for the first pick, but Fur opens things up. He kills RPK. RPK having a bit of a stinker. He's on 1 for 11, and Fur finds his second headshot. It's just an absolute bloodbath here so far. He's actually committed and pushing up the ladder.
Yeah, this is so aggressive.
Oh, God.
Scream's running up. Now, we've got a lot of noise in the auditorium. I don't know that the noise cue from the top of the stairs.
Position.
Well, 100% that, but I'm thinking in reverse. I'm wondering if Fur heard Scream go that way, and that's why he waited in the corner.
Yeah.
Because if he had heard him go up the stairs, he could have capitalized on the fact that the bomb was there. But regardless, he's got great position, so doesn't need to go any more aggressive than he already has. That's very aggressive as it is. Taco, quick flash at the third alley. And FNX playing at the hitch. They've got both sides covered. No chance to split to B. Bomb's going to come in toward Ivy as well. All 3 in the same position. Wide peak, overcommits. As Body does have the angle and advantage, but now it's FNX to try and come back. And they line up. They line up perfectly. Oh. FNX, the timing's there. And the Phoenix from the Ashes takes down 2. It's going to be Scream left alive. And I would be screaming right now inside the booth right now if I'm G2.
G2 need a pause. They need to just work out what the hell's going on here. This is just an absolute mess. They're getting pushed all over the place. Fur this time just pushes towards Pop Dog, finds 2 kills. RPK can't get anything going. He's 1 for 11. He's been shut down at the beginning of every single round, it feels like. They're pushing every time. Like, yes, SK having a great game, but you could certainly bring some things to the table here. Like I said, let's just do some set pieces at this point. Let's do some rushes. Let's try and just push towards main. They're looking scared. They look caged. They can't really get out of this one. And SK Gaming 11-0 now. We have another buy coming in. Shoxy only has a Glock at the moment. I'm sure that must be some sort of bug here. Why has he only got a Glock? Yeah, he's only got a Glock.
Lovely. What's his money?
2,000.
Yeah, interesting. Perhaps anticipating, well, a slaughter, and it is so far, same as always. Okay. I was convinced we were going to have a decent game when we saw 2 quick bomb plants come down in the first 2 out of 3 rounds, or the second and third round, that is. Now we're not even getting anywhere. They're just getting absolutely battered and bruised by this SK team, and if this is how convincing they are against G2, then a team like Virtus Pro, who loves Train, what if they meet up with them? Do they want to challenge this?
Yeah.
Is this an anomaly? Is G2, okay, yes, G2 is playing poorly. There's no question about that. But is it that poor that VP still thinks, you know, that SK,
to be fair, are looking great. Like,
exactly, that's the point I'm making. How good is SK in comparison?
They're definitely, it's trying to work out who's GTR being very bad, but SK are being excellent as well. This is strange that round especially. Why Shoxy only got a Glock? It does mean he can bring an AWP into this round, but his teammates can't buy into it. So what was the idea behind that one? So there it is. Okay. So like I said, the AWP can come out, but his teammates. This is an absolute mess. This doesn't make any sense now, Matt. Surely you want to keep the money balanced wide, just have a Glock last round, and then your teammates bring 1 AK, 1 AWP out, and some deagles and stuff. This is just falling apart. I think they need to be looking to dust 2 at this point. It still can work sometimes, but they need to be getting a bomb down here. Shoxy maybe can open things up. He's not even the main AWP for this team. That should be Smiths, who's got top of the scoreboard right now, but for what reason? That's completely in vain, even not winning a single round. So an AWP, an AK-47, 3 pistols, and a bit of utility. Ooh. There we go, Smithsy, let's go.
We get something.
A lot of work to do still, but that's something.
A lot of work to do in this round, a lot of work to do in this game. Perhaps a lot of work to do on train.
Yeah, what, in terms of the theory?
Yeah.
I don't know, this just seems like it's the first game of the stage in this tournament. They're certainly not ready for it. It's looking a little bit lackluster.
And SK's coordination is very good as well. The way they're playing around Ivy is actually quite impressive because we've seen them give it up and Fallen get caught off, but immediately, even if they're playing it more passively, they're not playing a presence directly there, they're playing for trades.
When we said if they went aggressive, they had a good start, they win the pistol, and they start doing those pushes towards Ivy, towards inside. G2, if they can't handle it, they're going to start rattling themselves. And right now, we hit the 40-second mark. What's the play from G2 here? They have 2 players towards main, 2 at Ivy, and Body he'll be holding towards Pop Dog for now, but time ticking away. 30 seconds yet to commit.
And 2 smokes, but one of them is Shox, who's gone. Now that'll be re-grabbed, sure, but it's a smoke at Ivy, which can't be set on top of the site. Good redress from RPK. This will put him in toward the hitch. Smoke goes his direction, rather that's a flash, excuse me. Either way, puts him back from being able to peek. Bomb's gonna go down. They've made their way in from A main. There's just 3 remaining from SK. They're gonna try and rotate back in from C connector and Fallen. AWP already trying to jump across the bomb train. Smiths gets behind, he gets taken down. Fallen's got the shot on Body. And Fallen again is going to go for the same peek. It's just Scream and RPK waiting. And they both have guns. AK and AWP. RPK, not the one you'd expect to be on it. He's got a shot on FNX coming out from Old Train. And now it's going to be Fallen alone inside of the site. Bomb ticking, and G2 might finally have a chance to win a round as Scream gets pushed back. They're going to wrap around. Fallen's got the shot. They're on the defuse already and actually has a kit. So Scream's got to go aggressive.
Oh, no.
Fallen's going to hold it off. I take back everything I said because SK managed to clutch it still.
Oh, Scream there towards main entrance in a horrible position for the 2 versus 1. RPK pretty much left alone there. If Scream could have been a bit more active when they were hunting for RPK, might have had a chance at that point. The bomb wasn't really down for main at all. He comes out at the end. He's pretty much done for at that point. They did such good work there. Smith's finding the opening frag with the deagle as well. They actually picked up an AWP, which they brought into round, beg your pardon, but still they managed to get a frag of it. RPK was starting to do some work, but 13-0. This is getting awkward. It's going to be round number 14 here. Aggression towards inside again, which seems Fallen. Doesn't seem scared at all. Will be flashed off, has to fall back at this point, but G2 don't strike. But RPK finally doing something into this game. He takes down FNX and they get a 5-on-4 once again. I think that was towards the Pop Dog area. Yes, it was. So he manages to get them the advantage for now at least, but they've had this before and even in the previous round and weren't able to capitalize.
Smith's not able to hit the shot on Fur going for that peak. Back over to B. We haven't seen this aggression in a while, and Smith's again another quiet game, unfortunately. The 2 maps that I was looking forward to watching him play on.
Yeah, right.
In fairness to this game, you can't really blame it all on him. In fact, far from. Shox does manage to sneak in from upper. That'll catch Fur off, and if he gets far enough forward, if they can get the bomb there in a timely fashion, he can hold off rotations. Bomb over toward A main. They've got to throw that to get it toward the stairs quicker, but Shock's already gone. The forward man of the site goes down. They've still got a man advantage to work with, but this could be a wrap back. They forced the rotation as well. All 3 players already through Z connector.
Yeah.
They bring Braum back to A main now and wrap through Pop Dog. They've got a chance to hold the rotations back inside, excuse me, of the A site. Good play though. This is the smartest way to counter it because a smoke out, that was the intention to cut off the rotations, but Fallen gets elevated. It's cold instead. I thought it was Fallen to hit that shot, and he leaves it. Very smart not to overreact and take the shot on RPK. Leaves it for cold, and then wide peaks to hit Body.
I feel like when they had the advantage at that point and they had players towards inside, I think it was a bit too telegraphed. They're going back towards outer. They smoke off the connector. They're nowhere near the bomb side at that point. A perfect boost comes in. Fallen finds the first frag there, and G2. I'm sorry, this one is over. It's sad to say in the quarterfinals here. It's a big game. We're all looking forward to this matchup at 14-0. They didn't get the bomb down once again. It could be the 15-0. This could be the Golden Duck coming in.
He's not here this event. We had a promise from Red Eye if that happened.
Oh, he'd do the old meme?
Yeah, the old meme.
Maybe Alex can do it for us.
Maybe Alex can. I don't know if that counts. I want it from the man himself. Fallen. Trying to find a shot, does dance on the edge of flyer to do so, down to 28, but it's the auto sniper instead. Of course, why not? Round 15, might as well bring it out. It's going to get the kill. Taco, the man to do it. Scream now falling. Oh, falling through the smoke. Yes, sir. We've got some activity. At least something entertaining for everyone here. Because right now, the opening ceremony has been the highlight of the frag movie. Yeah. PK's going to get one on defer and cold. He's going to close it. It is a cold half. It's a damn cold half for G2 as it's 0 degrees in their camp right now. Maybe turn it up inside that booth.
Oh, 15-0. It's a seedy-sided map, but this is a map that G2 is certainly not the best, but they're definitely competitive on it. SK Gaming sending out a clear message to the rest of the teams in this tournament. Fallen, 23 kills. What a show he put on there. So dynamic, so aggressive. Inside ramp towards Ivy, just rotating. Every time he got a kill, he's everywhere, it felt like. He was delivering in the big situations as well. And the one time they got close to it, they bought an AWP and Tech9's at a Galil. They actually get shut down by him once again. He gets the USP out, completely destroys them. Oh, God. Well, yeah, Matt, this game's over, unfortunately.
It is.
It's sad to say.
But it's a pleasure to be here with you, Henry.
Yes,
to die by your side.
That's such a heavenly way to die. Yeah.
It's the one time you'll ever get that out of me.
So, Fallen, 23 kills. He only died 3 times there. Not bad. Probably some of the sickest stats you can get, to be honest. Let's have a look. Body and RPK, to be fair, it's difficult to analyse their contributions, and as a whole, they look uninspired, rattled from those aggressive pushes. I said it could be a problem at the start. SK started doing it. G2, certainly a team that... Why didn't they take a pause there, by the way?
I have no idea. Like, the round we said it, I think it was 10-0, but you called it. They weren't buying, so all right, maybe you don't do it that round.
Yeah.
The next round, what do you... Like... The thing is, from where we're sitting right now, and thankfully, in some ways, we're not getting a ton of the camera feed up here, so I didn't get a chance to see the faces and read the emotions. Normally, I can turn around, but we're quite elevated in the arena. We're on the 4th floor, looking almost down at the stage. I can't see it, and sometimes you can read that they're just tilting, and it's, what's the timeout going to do when they don't even want to talk to each other?
The thing is, though, right, when you get that deep into it, surely just go, right, inside rush, outside rush, just do set pieces, smoke, get a bomb down, let's force a post-bomb situation, something. They were just running a default every single time, and the money wasn't there, they had no option but to keep doing it. They'd bring an AWP out, no one was really hitting any shots. I feel like there's just a default turning into nightmare there. If someone just needed to have a little bit of a think, take the pause and work out what would be possible.
It's not a bad score from Fallen.
Yeah, 20-53. That's pretty much as good as it gets, I'm afraid. Well then, I normally say it's a must-win pistol when you're this far behind, but more so than ever now, I would say. One round will do it. No 16-0. That's probably G2's objective at this point. You can't get back into this game, I'm afraid. It's just not going to happen with the form SK are in. But they win the pistol, at least they avoid that scoreline. That's something that won't be going down in the history books, at least. 15-0 first half is pretty much already etched in, but maybe they can make it a little bit less embarrassing at this point. It's going to be 5 sets of armor for G2. Silent USPs across the board, and we have got Superman in form of Taco. He's got a Tech9. His teammate, 3 sets of armor, 2 smokes as well. So plenty of options to do with that. You can go towards inside. Like I said before, it's the most favoured part of the map in terms of the T-pistol. Almost guaranteed a bomb every single time, especially with a couple of smokes going down as well. And obviously you can do 2 smokes towards outer. The 5 and 6 trains take vision away from the CTs. Force a difficult rotation. And this is going to be the main duel, though. Shoxy pushing the upper ramp. I think he's going to get some good timing here. Taco's probably just going to turn away. Yep, there it is. As soon as he comes around, a nice sort of one bullet from Shoxy. Gives them an advantage for now, at least.
Yeah, for now, at least. Let's not get too far ahead. It's a good start, though. That's exactly what they need to at least hatch the egg. A little tiny Easter egg. Scream tries to find a tap himself down toward A main. Does tag up on 10. TC, FNX nearly gets taken down by that, but he's going to get aggressive, pushes through. Scream's going to catch him for it. So that doesn't pay off. And FNX essentially sacrifices himself. They lose the man inside as well. He's going to get out of the hands of Shox. Cold Zero will pull it back, gets forward, Tech9 in hand. No armor to work with, but Tech9
no.
Could be punishing. Fallen's got the shot on body. Bomb's going to go down. It's a 2 versus 3 in the post plant. They can't find Cold. He's playing this out correctly. Spots up Smith, spots up the second as well. And I'm not sure why my mic is going absolutely insane. Hopefully that's not translating over Cold. No. He might do it alone. Oh, is it really happening? It is. Cold Zero makes it a cold day in hell for G2. And it's the first time since last year at iBuy Power Cup that I've casted a 16-0.
What can you say? It's a 5-on-2. You think surely we've avoided this 16-0 at this point at Cold Zero. He said he had the Superman, that's a Tech9 and armor, and he delivers a 4K there. The bomb goes down with 10 seconds to spare, and I guess there's no pressure on his shoulders there. G2, the game was over at that point anyway, but still a 16-0. What a way to kick off this best of 3. All guns blazing. My God. Well, that's a little bit of a disappointing way to kick it off. Although it's a fantastic performance from SK, you feel like G2, they looked uninspired there, Matt. They didn't really know what was going on. They were running the same defaults every single time, didn't really adjust to anything that was going on. So I'm a little bit disappointed in that sector, but you know what? Still, SK Gaming, they're looking hot right now, and this completely shut them down. 16-0, not even around to analyze, and what G2 did well.
There's two things to look at. I mean, one is you're right. G2, there's no denying it, was absolutely god-awful. But SK looked very good. That's one of the best games I've seen them play since the return of First, since they've come back to this lineup. Yeah. And it's encouraging because, like I say, of the 4 teams in this quarterfinal, like you said, the 6 teams overall, I would say they're the one with the best chance of getting past either Na'Vi or Virtus Pro.
Yeah, well, it goes to Dust 2 next, and that's G2's pick. So to be fair, they've lost their own pick. That's fine. They've lost their opponent's pick, right?
16-0 is a little different.
Yeah, but still, even if you won 16-14, the result still stands, right? Like, it's still the same outcome. You just need to concentrate now, take the break. They've probably got about 10-15 minutes. Pick themselves up. Dust 2 is their best map. They just need to be more assertive, though. They look caged that whole time. One willing to do anything fast, or even just a set piece of throw, and just kind of just try and dissemble what the CT was doing at that point. 15-0 to 16-0. I think it was going to be the end anyway. But I guess let's throw it over to the gentleman at the desk. Yeah. Let's see if they can have a little bit of.
I'm sure. Yeah, there's lots of mistakes they can point out at least.
Yeah, let's go to them.